Before we begin, if you're living with diabetes or kidney disease and you're looking for natural, science-supported ways to feel better, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. At Health Recovery, we share weekly tips, real success stories, and simple, powerful strategies to help you reclaim your health. One cup, one choice at a time. Imagine doing everything right. Watching your carbs, taking your meds, exercising regularly, but your blood sugar still spikes and your energy crashes for no reason. It's frustrating, exhausting, and makes you feel like nothing is working. Now, imagine this. Just one small change, something as simple as a cup of tea, helping you shift the tide, supporting your blood sugar, calming your stress, and even helping your kidneys recover. It might sound too simple to believe, but for Angela, that cup of tea became the first step in transforming her life. Angela, 50 years old, was facing a grim reality. Stage 3B chronic kidney disease, with her eGFR down to 39 and her blood sugar levels constantly unstable despite medication. But instead of giving in to fear, she chose to find hope in the simplest things backed by science. Her first change? Something easy to overlook, but powerful when done with intention. Drinking herbal teas daily. Not just for comfort, but for healing. Oolong tea, boosting insulin sensitivity, stabilizing blood sugar. Angela started her mornings with a warm cup of oolong tea, a partially fermented Chinese tea rich in polyphenol, especially EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. These antioxidants are known to enhance insulin sensitivity and regulate post-meal glucose levels. A study published in Diabetes Care 2003 showed that people who drank oolong tea daily for 30 days saw up to a 30% drop in fasting blood sugar, a remarkable result for something so simple. Oolong tea also helps slow down carbohydrate absorption, which means less glucose flooding the bloodstream after meals. For someone with diabetes or kidney disease, this is a powerful benefit. Cinnamon tea mimicking insulin and controlling glucose spikes at lunchtime. Angela reached for cinnamon tea, not just for a cozy warmth, but for its metabolic power. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde and polyphenol, bioactive compounds that mimic insulin and help cells absorb glucose more effectively. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2007, cinnamon extract helped reduce post-meal glucose by up to 29%, while also lowering LDL cholesterol and triglycerides. Cinnamon tea also helped Angela reduce sugar cravings. The natural sweetness was satisfying, no added sugars needed, which made it easier for her to ditch sugary drinks altogether. Chamomile tea, deep sleep, and inflammation relief evenings became a sacred moment for Angela. A cup of chamomile tea turned into a gentle, healing ritual. Chamomile contains apigenin, a powerful antioxidant that fights oxidative stress, soothes inflammation, and supports kidney and pancreas function. Apigenin also binds to brain receptors to improve sleep quality and lower cortisol, the stress hormone that can worsen blood sugar levels. A study from Tabriz University, 2015, found that drinking chamomile tea 3 times a day for 8 weeks led to reduced A1C, lower insulin levels, and improved cholesterol in patients with type 2 diabetes. Angela noticed that within 2 weeks of drinking chamomile, her sleep became deeper, her mind calmer, and her energy more stable. Yerba mate's smooth energy and metabolic support in the afternoons. When energy would typically dip, Angela opted for a clean alternative to coffee. Yerba mate, a traditional South American drink rich in natural xanthines like caffeine and theobromine that offer sustained energy without the crash. Yerba mate is also packed with saponins and polyphenol, shown to increase insulin sensitivity and lower LDL cholesterol, both crucial in managing diabetes and protecting the kidneys. A 2011 study by Brazil's Institute of Tropical Medicine revealed that patients drinking yerba mate daily reduce their bad cholesterol by 13% and fasting glucose by 8–10%. Angela shared, "Mate gives me a clear, steady focus. It energizes me without making me jittery or anxious. Mulberry leaf tea blocking glucose spikes and supporting kidney health." Angela's final tea rotation was mulberry leaf tea, deeply rooted in traditional medicine and now backed by modern science. It contains DNJ, 1-deoxynitromycin, a natural compound that blocks enzymes responsible for breaking down sugars, meaning less glucose enters the bloodstream too quickly. A Japanese study, 2007, showed that drinking mulberry tea after meals reduced postprandial glucose by up to 44%, significantly outperforming the control group. Mulberry also supports healthy cholesterol, reduces inflammation, and helps with weight control, all essential in kidney recovery. Angela would sometimes mix mulberry with bitter melon, another herb known for balancing blood sugar. Reconnecting with her body one sip at a time, no tea is a miracle cure. But for Angela, every sip was a silent promise to herself. A promise not to give up. A commitment to healing through consistency. And she was right. These humble cups of tea, combined with lifestyle changes, helped Angela walk away from the danger zone of diabetes and kidney failure. Not through magic, but through science, wisdom, and daily dedication. Angela's transformation. A life rewritten by intention. Angela didn't stop at tea. She understood that no single habit, no matter how powerful, could stand alone. So she committed to a full transformation, not drastic but deliberate. Small steps, taken consistently with a clear purpose. Over time, those steps reshaped her entire life. Food became her medicine. Angela began by confronting her kitchen, a space once filled with convenience foods, frozen dinners, and sugary snacks. It was easy, it was normal, but it was slowly harming her from the inside. She replaced processed meals with whole, healing foods, dark leafy greens for potassium and magnesium, berries for antioxidants, nuts and legumes for plant-based protein and fiber, olive oil instead of butter, water instead of soda, instead of skipping breakfast or grabbing pastries. She blended smoothies with spinach, chia seeds, and unsweetened almond milk, boosting both fiber and hydration. According to the National Kidney Foundation, a plant-based diet can slow the progression of kidney disease, especially when it reduces sodium, phosphorus, and saturated fat, all of which Angela was unknowingly consuming in excess before. Food was no longer just fuel. It became her first line of defense and her daily dose of healing. Gentle movement, powerful results. Angela didn't run marathons or hit the gym for hours. Instead, she laced up her sneakers each morning and went for a 30-minute walk around her neighborhood. That walk, under the sunrise, birds chirping, became her moving meditation. It lowered her blood pressure naturally, it stimulated circulation to her kidneys, and it improved her insulin sensitivity, allowing her cells to better absorb and use glucose. A 2020 study in the Journal of Nephrology found that patients with early to mid-stage CKD who walked regularly had better GFR scores and slower disease progression compared to sedentary individuals. It wasn't about weight loss. It was about restoring flow, physical, emotional, and metabolic smart supplementation. With a doctor's eye, Angela knew she didn't want to depend on medications forever, but she also knew that natural supplements aren't magic pills. So she worked with her doctor to integrate a smart support system, magnesium glycinate, to reduce blood sugar variability and ease nighttime leg cramps, common among diabetics and CKD patients. Aged garlic extract to naturally lower systolic blood pressure, reduce oxidative stress, and support vascular health. A meta-analysis in Experimental and Therapeutic Medicine, 2018, confirmed that aged garlic can lower systolic BP by 10-15 millimeters of mercury, rivaling prescription meds in some cases, with virtually no side effects. These weren't just vitamins. They were targeted tools, chosen with intention, taken with consistency. Healing her mind and her hormones, Angela understood that stress was not just emotional, it was chemical. Stress releases cortisol, a hormone that raises blood sugar and blood pressure. Lack of sleep raises it further. For someone with diabetes and kidney issues, chronic stress is gasoline on the fire. So she committed to a nighttime ritual, journaling gratitude, even just 3 things a day, meditating for 10 minutes, focusing on breath, celebrating progress. Instead of chasing perfection, a study from the University of California found that regular gratitude, journaling reduced C-reactive protein levels, an inflammation marker tied to CKD, and improved sleep patterns in patients with chronic illness. Angela didn't chase overnight results. She chased alignment, body, mind, and intention. The result: a new life in 6 months after 6 months of daily commitment. No crash diets, no miracle cures. The changes became undeniable. Her A1C dropped from 8.5% to 6.2%. From diabetic danger zone to tight control, her eGFR rose from 39 to over 60, lifting her out of stage 3B CKD back into stage 2, where medication was no longer escalating. She felt stronger, calmer, and more in control. For the first time in years, no dialysis, no drug cocktails, no panic, just small, daily choices that became a movement, not just in her body, but in her mindset. Angela didn't just manage her disease. She reclaimed her life. You can do this too. Angela's story isn't magic. It's proof that small changes done consistently can lead to life-changing results. If you're managing diabetes, prediabetes, or kidney disease, you don't have to settle for feeling worse year after year. Your body can respond. It wants to heal. Subscribe to Health Recovery and join a community that believes in evidence, empathy, and empowered healing. Every week, we bring you stories like Angela's, along with tips, recipes, and tools to help you live better, naturally. Your next step could be as simple as choosing the right cup of tea. And sometimes, that's where transformation begins.